Hi friends, today we're going to look at an isometric Zelda-style action-adventure with light metroid-vania and platforming elements. Spoiler alert, this game's awesome.
Are you Hob? Is the robot Hob? Is the world Hob? Is this fuzzy little long-tailed thing a Hob? I don't know. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about my writing process. I sit down, fire the game up after I've played it a bunch, and then I start writing as I'm playing the game, as it refreshes my memory. The only problem with this game is that I just kept playing and not writing. I just wanted to see what was over the ridge, just a little bit further to maybe unlock a new ability that will allow me to get to something from the start of the game. You see, Hob is a Zelda Inspired metroid-vania. I seem to come across a lot of metroid-vanias in my reviews, apparently. Hob is beautifully crafted. The clockwork world is expansive, and I found myself running back and forth after every new ability I unlocked to see if I could get to a previously seen but unexplored area. When you fire up the game, you're treated to a little intro. No words spoken, no dialogue other than the alien language that the robot guide speaks. Nothing is explained, and everything you need to do is just shown to you. There's no text and no English in Hob. Well, very little. The menu is just pictograms, save the button indicators to tell you where your next screen is. The abilities are probably the only thing that has an explanation text on how to use them. It's a standard lock on a target, defend with your shield, and slash with your sword kind of game. You can see at the top of your screen the only on-screen interface you will have, life and glove energy. Glove energy is used whenever you use your glove abilities like blocking or punching. New combat abilities can be unlocked by finding schematics, and then these green orbs. The green orbs can be found in caches hidden throughout the world or by defeating major enemies. There's a lot of minor enemies wandering about, but they don't give you any prizes. Only the major enemies. Use the schematics and orbs to unlock abilities in the forge. The combat, pretty simple, quite intuitive. Some enemies telegraph their attacks quite obviously, and some of the smaller ones do not. I often found myself getting smacked and unable to block just because the attack animations of the smaller creatures are sometimes hard to make out. Pretty bog standard and reminiscent of other isometric action games. Let's go back to the menu for a second. When above ground, you can access the world map. Any and all collectibles that you've seen or come near will be displayed on the map, as well as fast travel points and points of interest. When you go underground, the map changes to this stone with etched symbols. Those symbols that are empty correspond to a collectible that you have not found. This little screen here makes me want to explore every nook and cranny to see if I can find anything. As I mentioned before, there are caches of green orbs lying around, but there are also other things lying around. There are heart containers, which you can find in these plant bulbs, and once you've collected 2, your life will go up by 1. There are energy pieces that you collect from fallen robots. You need 5 to increase your energy. There are also sword pieces, which you can pick up and then forge into a new sword. Collect 3 for a new one. Explore everywhere, and you will be rewarded. Sometimes where you need to go isn't as easy to find, but if you pay attention to the creatures of the world, they will show you where you need to go. There are often platforms that you need to get to that have small woodland creatures perched on or around. Those little beauties have helped quite a lot in my time I've put into this game. Hob has a crazy amount of verticality that you can't see from the ground. Every time I unlocked a ladder or an elevator lifted me to a new area, I was always quite amazed as to how much of the world was actually above the ground. There are quite a few viewpoints around that let you bask in the beauty of the world. They also show you places you might not have been yet, and perhaps some cheeky secrets. Vertical, yes. Jumping puzzles, yes. Fall damage, oh yes. Sometimes in this game, it's hard to gauge whether you can jump to a lower area without dying. Falling too far is instant death. No, take 1 or 2 points of damage, instant splat. You will find yourself trying jumps that just don't work. Feels like I'm playing Tomb Raider sometimes. Can I get to this platform? Splat. Can I make this jump here? Splat. Oh, come on, why did I grab that much? Splat! Thankfully, traveling around the world is a breeze. It seems like every time you access a new area, you can blow a hole in the wall or create a ladder that will allow you to get there easier from another location. There are also fast travel locations scattered around the map. One is conveniently located where the forge is. This is where you unlock your new abilities and forge new swords. When traveling around, take note. If it looks like it's gonna hurt you to touch it, it will. Okay, let's talk about what's actually going on in this game. From what I can tell, there's a corruption that's spread across the land, and you need to cleanse it. Cleansing corruption will unlock new areas of the map that were previously blocked off. There's still places in the starting area that I have yet to access after the many hours I've put into this game. I absolutely love this game. The controls are tight and responsive, the world is beautiful despite its very simplistic graphic style, and it makes me want to explore its ever-evolving depths. The music isn't really anything remarkable, but it fits the mood and it fills the atmosphere nicely. It seems to blend harmoniously with the world, and it never feels overpowering. It's almost unnoticeable. Sound design, quite nice. It makes the world seem full of life. Birds and critters everywhere. Even the wind picks up once in a while and blows stuff across the screen. I'm just excited to visit new areas and see what the rest of the game has to offer. I might, in fact, finish this game. And now, you know what Hob is. Hob was created by the fine people at Runic Games. They were a small indie developer based in Seattle and created the Torchlight series of games. In 2010, Perfect World Entertainment bought a stake in the company worth $8.7 million. PWE unfortunately shut Runic Games down in 2017 so they could focus more on games as a service, which is a damn shame. Members of the team went on to create Monster Squad games and Extra Games, who started working on Torchlight 3 in 2018, and it was published in 2020. Once we get into the game and check the options, you will notice one glaring detail. No rebinds on controller or mouse and keyboard. The hold to grab option is a nice little feature here. Boxes or movable items, you need to hold the grab button to move, but switches and levers, you don't need to hold the grab button to move. Turning this off saved me a lot of headache. Under the gameplay options, you can change your language and difficulty, plus a variety of different things. Video options in the gameplay only contain gamma settings. Separate volume and music sliders here. No master, however, and that's a shame. I always like a master slider. Then you have your unskippable credit roll. Fully unskippable. And if you accidentally hit it, get ready for all of the credits.
I hope I didn't give away too much of that game, and I hope that you guys have this game sitting in your library so you can pick it up and play it. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of Hob. Hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Big thanks to all my Patreons. You guys help make this thing possible.